5 million in national revenue, and over 6 companies with over $1 million profit by going full-on corporate, single-party, multicultural Japan, which allowed us to also form the historical Japanese Empire, dominating over Asia. Make sure to leave a like if you want to see how to quickly industrialize Qing. Once we get 5,000 likes, we'll get that done. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then why? Let's make a deal. If you have fun in this video and you find something informative, you give me a subscribe. If you don't, you can unsubscribe. That's fine. But you gotta watch the whole thing. Now, to give a little bit of an overview of Japan in 1880, we do have a decent standard of living, staying at 12.9. We will massively increase this though. Our population is 46, 80% roughly literacy, and when it comes to GDP, we are about to catch up on the Americans. The British do dominate the world significantly, and the German Empire is following up right behind the British. The Ottomans managed to do their Tanzimat, and they are a major power, as well as they kept control over Wallachia, Serbia, I believe Moldova too, and they got chunks of the Egyptian parts directly owned by them. We have not expanded outside of Japan because in the first part of this campaign, I promised you guys I'll just modernize Japan, play toll. That's exactly what we did. Our laws are fairly decent. We passed most of the things we wanted to pass. Now we need to go towards more social laws and laws that will help our economy grow and our people live a better life. That being said, in this part, I'm also going to be expanding. So we have our power block here, the anime enjoyers. We are a trade league, but we don't have any members in the trade league. So first order of business is getting some members within the trade league. We're also in the process of switching over most of our construction sectors to the steel frame production method. It's an ongoing process, and we also just opened up our market, so we're still in the process of bringing our goods to the world market. We haven't done so as much as we probably should have, so we're going to double down on that in this particular part of the campaign. Economically, we're not doing too bad actually, so I'm gonna just continue down the same path I've been on. We do need to increase our army size, however, and I'm currently building up some munitions plants, which will allow me to switch over to skirmisher infantry, which means I will be afterwards ready to invade Southeast Asia. I want to puppet all of Southeast Asia, add them to my trade league, which should help me get mandates a little bit faster. Also guys, I want to point out, if you haven't yet subscribed, I do have a request. Consider subscribing. If you enjoy the videos, why the hell not? If you don't enjoy the videos, that's fine. I actually understand. A World to Win journal entry has triggered, and we have a few options. We can go for regulatory bodies, wage subsidies, or we do not capitulate. I'm actually going to go for regulatory bodies. I like this because it offers dangerous working condition reduction, which lowers the mortality rate for people in certain jobs, and it seems like we have to do a little bit of an incursion in Hawaii. I'm gonna create a new army for that, just so I don't suffer from the penalties here of invading with too many units. That's Gucci von Strombucci. Hawaii I'm also taking because the Americans don't actually have access to the west coast yet, and I have to say that in this patch in particular, I've seen that happen a lot. This is not the first time I see the US not taking Mexican lands. I'm talking about 1.9.7 specifically. So I'm curious if this has been happening to you guys as well, or if it's just my imagination. Because if it has been, then maybe we should tell Paradox about it. So I'm going to start colonizing West and East Micronesia because I can. And heck, I'm going to get some declared interest in the New World for no reason whatsoever. Alright, our invasion is massively successful. We are about to greatify. Is that a word? Is greatify a word? Greatify Hawaiian? With Hawaii under our control, it means that we have a permanent interest in Oceania, so we can get another interest, let's say Persia or something of the sorts. Why not? Now I am in fact going to be going for the easier targets. That means Mindanao, all the little smaller nations in the Indonesian archipelago, because nobody really cares about them and it's just free real estate, right? Another thing to point out is that outside of the Japanese home islands, I will not directly own anything. Everything I grab outside of this is just going to be owned by various subjects. That's another part of this campaign that I want to stick to if possible. We might make some exceptions for China. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. We do have a bit of a surplus of iron and tools, so we technically could get more construction sectors, especially the construction sectors that use iron frame production methods. Still wouldn't be the worst idea. Okay, Maguindanao is also planning to fight us. You know what? I actually respect that. I do respect the fact that they're not just giving up like little wussies. One thing I also love about Japan is that we have so much innovation, and once we get our second mandate, I'm gonna go for the research principle, so that way we're gonna be able to get even more innovation faster. Reality is I probably probably should have rushed with expansion around 1860s, but I really just wanted to play Toll in the first part of the campaign, so hope you guys understand that. I'm also just want to point out that I know sometimes it might seem like I'm making some dumb mistakes. Truth is, I'm just trying to mold myself on whatever RNG I get, so don't feel like, oh, Ludi, you just make a big boo-boo. It could be possibly because I didn't have the option of doing that specific thing. Hope you guys understand that. Sometimes you really just have to be pushed towards a specific direction because the game doesn't let you otherwise. And honestly, for me at least, that's one of the things that I really love about Victoria 3, because every game you play is going to be a different one. Oh, that's beautiful. We have access to compulsory primary school now. That is actually huge. Every time I see the name Sulu, I think about the Sulu from EU4, and then I think about the fact that Sulu hasn't really done much in 400 years, has it now? It's literally just expanded a tiny little bit, and that's pretty much it. Now we do have a commercialized agriculture, so that means we're going to have more people attracted to the trade unions, which means we likely will see an increase in power for the trade unions after the next election round. Now, seeing as a lot of the Pacific Islands are not yet colonized by anyone, I also want to push a little bit for colonial exploitation so I can start colonizing the Pacific Islands myself. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this legislation before somebody else starts colonizing these islands, but I will at least attempt to. Also, we need to enlarge in our army, so let's get an extra 20 units, I'd say, in Kansai, and we need a lot more of the basic services here, as well as coal. As the Japanese, the biggest problem I've always had is the lack of coal. Coal, especially in the late game, becomes such a massive problem, and we only have coal in Hokkaido as well as Kyushu. That's it, so yeah, it's gonna be a struggle. Funny how Sulu even has this little island south of Maguindanao. Classic Japanese. We just had a massive earthquake in Kanto. It gave us 20 devastation. Dainam is the next big target, and apparently they just backed down. Okay, Dainam, we also have an extra mandate from Dainam being a regional power, right? It should be. It's not. Okay, well, in that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make them a regional power by building up in Dainam, especially coal and logs, because we need coal. Like I said, it's gonna be the biggest issue, right? So right now, wood is a bit of an issue too. We're gonna build some wood and fishing wharfs and then some coal as required. We're basically gonna make Dainam great again. Oh, hello there, baby boy. You know what? I'm actually kind of okay with that. I don't really want to have investment rights though, and they would still accept this actually. Heck, I would even be able to get military assistance from the Russians and they would still accept. That's pretty freaking good actually. All right, boys, we have lowered the autonomy of Dai Viet, and I just had lunch, and guess what? I saw the most insane thing on TV ever. Japanese TV, by the way. They were offering a house for rent for $2,800. It was basically a really not worth house for $2,800. How do these housing companies have the balls to ask such ridiculous prices for something that's clearly worth nothing? Like, they probably, it's like a container house, by the way. They probably paid like $30,000 to build the entire thing. Asking monthly for that much is just really, it's insulting in my opinion, man. What kind of a world do we live in that they ask for these prices? What is happening, brother? Oh no, I just saw the freaking Germans rivaled us. Really, Germany? That sucks, because I'm already rival to the British, and Germany would have been a really great market for me to export my shit to. Now that that's not possible, I'm gonna have to rely on the French, I guess, and the Americans maybe. It also made the Dai Viet depend on us so much that they're now lowering their liberty desire at a massive rate, apparently. We're gonna be doing basically the exact same tactic for all of our subjects now. Not even sure what to build in Hawaii though that would be productive. Maybe I can build a food industry, because we do require some more groceries. And it's also time that we recruit some more units. Let's go another 20 artillery pieces, so we get 50 and 50 on our main armies. That way we just need to worry about the third army, which only has 30 infantry right now. We're gonna get some more artillery for this army too, but I'm using it mainly for naval invasion, so it doesn't make much of a difference right now, because most of the nations we're invading have very few units anyway. Oh, no freaking shot. We actually got colonial exploitation. That's nice. So that means we can start exploiting the rest of the Pacific Islands, and by exploiting I mean clearly liberating here. That's what's happening. I'm also not sure what the end goal of this particular war is, but I don't really have enough units to push right now. I'm waiting for the rest of the soldiers to get recruited, and I'm waiting for the Qing to actually push into my armies, which they're not. If this war ends up in a stalemate, we're gonna have the worst borders in this peninsula ever. Like, this is actually worse than modern day North and South. Like, what is this? Like, actually, what is this? Why is the rebellion not even connected here? Hey, we actually can get another alliance with the Spanish this time. There you go. We got 2 great friends on our side now. And yes, in case you're wondering, I am also slowly increasing my construction, as well as apparently I've got some massive shortages of infrastructure in Tohoku. How is that even possible though? I thought I was building this up. Oh, it's because it's not subsidized. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I think I'm also going to need another engine factory. So let's build another one in Tohoku for that matter, because we have a lot of steel here and a lot of iron mines too. For the next few years, I'm also going to primarily focus on military researches because we really need to catch up. I believe the British are close to getting trench infantry if they haven't already gotten trench infantry. Let me actually check on that. They did not, but they do have shrapnel artillery, so they do have a bit of an edge over us. We don't like that. Oh, hey, we got improved fertilizer. That's actually pretty good. What? I can sway the British if I transfer Dynam. Yeah, that's not happening, Britain. Nice try there, buddy. Oh, actually, I can start decreasing autonomy for nations too. Hawaii, you know you want to be my puppet. So everybody, I think now is really, really loyal, and their liberty desire is going down thanks to me building up in their countries. Also, I just realized most of these nations have the same flag. It's just yellow with a little bit of extra on the side, and that's pretty much it. All right, Siam, time for you to join as a Vasalski Swarmski. They backed down. Of course they did. It means no brave Japanoskis need to die over here. Okay, we do need more tools though, so let's go ahead and build up more of those. Plus, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to check what exactly is a big shortage right now in my market that has the potential to be built in Siam. So we could, for example, build up a lot of our farms in Siam. Now we could do a little bit of livestock ranches, a lot of rice farms, maybe some tea plantations. Basically, we want to turn this place into our agricultural field, more or less. Oh, we actually can get cotton plantations here. That's huge because we do need fiber, a lot of fiber we need actually, so we can just do a lot of cotton plantations now that I think about it. And opium. Oh my god, we have opium now, finally. Oh my lord, that's huge. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel the rest of this because I actually just want to spam opium in that case. Didn't even realize that they have opium in Vietnam. And also I think it's probably okay to switch all of our construction to steel frame now. Also gonna do lobbies in Siam just to get them to be loyal a little bit faster. And what happened to Chiang Mai? There's still a tributary of Siam, but they're close to independence. Ooh, that's not good. Part of me is saying instead of puppeting Kutai, Sintang, all of this, just annex it and give it to Brunei. It's a little bit late now though, because we have already declared war to puppet Kutai, but maybe for Sintang, I'm just gonna annex and give it to Brunei, because I also don't really want to have a trillion little schnippledorps everywhere, you know what I mean? Huge news, we also got shrapnel artillery ourselves, and more importantly, we managed to get torpedo boats. So now we're going to be upgrading all of our frigates to torpedo boats. We cannot do that directly, and we also don't have monitors, so I'm just gonna destroy all the ships and change them to torpedo boats. There we go. Boom. Let's get an actual fleet this time. So 10 ships for every state that we own, with the exception of Tokyo, which is going to have 20 ships, which means in total that's going to be 80 ships. Actually, no, we can get another 10 in Hokkaido. I don't really want to use the population of Hokkaido, so let's get another 10 in Kansai and 10 more in Tohoku. So that's 100 ships overall. Should be a fairly decent sized fleet, which means we might be able to stand up to the British whenever the wars with them start happening. We also finally managed to go down to very low taxation, and we're still doing pretty good. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start expanding more of my construction sectors, max out the ones in Tokyo, get some more of them in Chubu as well. We're also properly catching up to the 2 leading great powers right now of Great Britain and German Empire. We've overtaken the Americans. We are currently 3rd by GDP, and I suspect we'll be overtaking the Germans by the end of the 1800s. British were probably overtaken by 1910s or so. It's going to take a while because we will have to have some wars with the British where we at least release the British Raj from British domination. And also, seeing as we've lowered our tax bracket a little bit more, people are more able to afford goods, so we can continue to build up consumer good buildings and make a lot more profit off of these two. In general, getting lower taxes for your general population is always going to be a massively good deal. I'm also realizing I don't have an actual furniture hub, so maybe I'll just make Kanto one of those. And similarly, I don't really have any main artillery hub. I might make Kanto that as well. Basically building everything in the capital, guys. We also managed to get some more bureaucracy, so now we're able to increase the levels of our institutions. Previously, we only had level 3 education and that was it, but we're going to change that right now. Imagine we just started like 7 years ago the second part of this campaign, right? And we already are doing extremely well simply because of a little bit of micromanagement, let's say. There you go. We got elected bureaucrats, which means we get 15% bureaucracy institution cost multiplier. So that means getting institutions is a little bit cheaper now, and we also managed to get more institution here, so we can go up to level 5 with home affairs 2 and level 5 law enforcement. What do the Spanish want? Allow Spain to build in the... Oh, they want a mutual investment rights agreement. Yeah, screw it. I actually don't mind having good relations with the Spaniards. Also noticing a lot of issues happening in the Middle East. Lahej has had like 6 rebellions already. Maybe it's time for me to start expanding into Yemen and Arabia just so I can secure the oil for the future, because oil will definitely be a little bit of an issue as the Japanese. Remember, there was this little thing called Second World War that was basically started over oil shortages in Japan. Oh, I'm sorry, what, Belgium? You want me to build in your country and you're giving me trade privilege? That is win-win for me, so thank you very much for that. Also, I'm curious how they're doing. 40 million GDP. Okay, they're not doing too bad considering it's just a 2-state nation. Oh, I just saw something. Oil has been discovered in the Congo. That means one thing. It means that my next war, after we unify the Malayan parts and give it all to our subject of Johor, the next war is going to be into Congo, because right now we just got a couple of colonies along the African coast, but the British are basically dominating Africa. They got all of South Africa, they got Portugal as a subject. So yeah, we're gonna have to break a little bit the British monopoly in Africa, just because they do have oil and rubber that we're gonna need as well, right? And yes, these provinces I'm just gonna straight up give to Johor now after I conquer them. Holy mother of God, we've got huge grocery shortages. That's actually pretty good. Maybe I can just produce less liquor. Do we even need liquor in our market though? Like, actually, do we really need that? Maybe I'll just have liquor produced in Kansai and everybody else doesn't need to produce liquor, so we can get 20 in Kanto producing just groceries. There you go, Johor, you lucky skibbity bob. Take Japanese Malaya. It's all yours, baby. It's all yours. Oh, look at that. Johor is growing, boys. It's growing, I tell ya. Yeah, this has to be the most underwhelming rebellion ever. The Siamese rebellion is literally a single weakly ass state. I have to say, I would have liked to join their side though, because they've got really good laws compared to what Siam has right now as laws. Like, way better than what Siam has. The bright side, we can go for the advanced research, as I was saying earlier, and because we do have 2 unrecognized regional powers, we're getting mandated a little bit faster. That being said, we want to have more unrecognized regional powers, and that's what we're aiming for here. Right now, it is just Siam and Dai Viet, as you would imagine. Wait. No, this is bad, guys. This is bad. My good ally 2 Sicilies might get annexed. Yeah, this is a leadership play. Ooh, this is not good. Right now, they're not getting support by anyone. Oh, they're calling me in as an ally. Okay, sure, whatever. We'll join you. So, literally the entire planet joined on the side of the Sardinians. Even my freaking ally here. Are you kidding me right now? We're supposed to be allies, Russia. What the hell, man? Yeah, I'm actually not gonna help or do anything because I would like not to lose my entire freaking nation to this stupid ass war. The problem with this is that it means we lost our alliance with the Russians now. Come on, just lose fast 2 Sicilies, lose quickly so we don't need to, you know, lose any of our actual units. Maybe this war can end before they do any naval invasions in our country. I wish I knew that war was gonna happen so I would cancel my freaking alliance with the Sicilians. They ruined all my plans and all my relations, the scumbag Italians. Well, it is GG's for 2 Sicilies. They are trying to invade my country, which kind of sucks. If I was to back out of this, I would lose trade privileges and forced... I'm okay with trade privileges. What? I don't mind giving trade yeah. Oh my god, yes, that beats the shit out of me losing soldiers, man. Plus, I kind of wanted trade privileges with the Italians. World War I is upon us. The Australians want to have their independence. They got the support of the Austrians and the Russians. Unfortunately, the Austrians and the Russians have 129 ships, so I'm 100% sure the Australians are going to lose this war. Now, I could take advantage, I could say fight the British, right? But the British alone have almost 600 ships, man. We got 100, but that's not even close to what we need to defeat them. I don't think we're ready to defeat the English. So instead of going against them, I'm going to go on their side for the simple reason that we could just get New Zealand liberated from this war without really doing anything. I mean, we basically are just going to sit here, let the British do all the work, and then they liberate New Zealand and we can grab New Zealand for ourselves after the truce is over. We will for sure need more soldiers in the future though, so I'm going to queue up 30 artillery pieces, or hell, I'm going to do 40 artillery pieces and 10 more soldiers, so we have an extra 80 battalions ready in the 3rd Army. And whilst I'm in this war, I'm going to again take advantage and I'm attacking Burma. Why didn't I attack Burma earlier? Because the British always joined on the side of Burma. So now because I'm fighting on the side of the British, it's impossible for them to actually help Burma, which means nobody's helping Burma and it's just free real estate for me to expand into the last area of Southeast Asia that is not ours already. And yeah, check this out. The British have 5 naval invasions already going on into Australia. There is no shot that Austria and Russia can do anything about this. So yeah, of course the British are going to win that. Because I know some of you are going to be like, Ludi, why didn't you just help out the Australians? You could have taken stuff from Britain. No, I couldn't. I got 100 ships. Okay, that's 6 times less than the British fleet, and it's all about ships and the Pacific Islands and the area where there's everywhere islands. Okay, it's not a big landmass like in Russia and Germany. Okay, it's very different situation. I'm not saying that because I already tried and I failed and I reloaded the save game. Okay, I'm not saying it because of that. Okay, I'm not saying it because of that. Oh, would you look at that? The Australians are losing already, and the Austrians have already capitulado. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, would you look at that? We have liberado as a New Zealanders. That means New Zealand's gonna be my next target once the truce is over. Oh, that sucks. We have 4 years truce. I hope the British don't attack them. That would be the worst case scenario. I also love how it says not applicable for standard of living. Okay, now it's refreshed, but when they just got liberated, it said not applicable. There's no standard of living in New Zealand, okay? You heard it here first. There we go. Burma has been added to the vassal swarm, and we also just cracked 200 million. And oh wait, we're still in the war with the British because of the Russians. Oh, they got war goals. Enforce investment rights on the Spanish. Oh, okay, that's actually perfect. It means we can continue to attack people because the British are still on the same side as us. So also go ahead and change all of our production methods to steam power, so we can change our civilian shipyards to steam ships. That way we don't need to build or even think about old wooden ships. We're a modern nation in Japan. We don't believe in wood. We believe in steel and iron. That's it. Also, I kind of want to build my power block statues. I haven't built any of those yet. I just need to build them in my main state, so it's not really that big of a deal. We can do that. Plus, we do need a lot more taxation buildings still. We're freaking 20th? How many nations have 18 standard of living? They're all non-existent, okay? Look at this. This is all shitholes. Doesn't make any difference. We're first. We're first of the great powers by standard of living, okay? I'm saying it now. The rest of these nations on that list do not matter. I didn't even see who it was on the list. I just know it didn't matter. Oh, and we probably want to start switching to automatic irrigation for some of these production methods. Not all of them, because we are going to have some massive shortages of motors now, so we're going to have to spam some motors before we switch all of the production methods to automatic ones. We're also attacking Marina, since usually the British join on the side of the Marinans, so that way we got a free extra puppet. Plus, Marina has some good resources, guys. Not only do we have 80 coal mines, remember that good that we have massive shortages of in the late game? Yeah, this is basically gonna fix that, but we also have a rubber and dyes, so it's just overall really good area to be getting a hold of. Also, check it out, standard of living 19.3. Let's freaking go. Let's actually go, boys. Did they back down? I think they backed down, didn't they? Yep, they did back down. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So we finished the war with the Russians too. Maybe now we can get good relations with them again, hopefully, because we would like to have them as an ally against the British if possible. Trade privileges they will accept. Perfect. Let's get that the treaty back into force, and hopefully the next one we can do is going to be a defensive pact with them. Right now, acceptance for that is not great though. Russian army power projection compared to ours is a plus. Okay, so the main issue is that they have cautious attitude because we were at war with them. That's going to disappear over time, so we'll be fine. Now, I was minding my own little business here, trying to get Aceh annexed so I can give it to Johor and make him a regional power too. And all of a sudden, these warmongers in freaking Qing decided they want to join in. So they leave me with no option except I'm going to have to transfer Joseon from them. So we're going to first off rush for our war target here. So we're going to do a quick naval invasion in Aceh, and then we're going to do the naval invasion in Joseon afterward. Oh, law enforcement level 4. Love to see it. Home affairs and health system level 4. Okay, that's actually pretty huge. Now we just got to get level 5 for the law enforcement and home affairs. And we got trench infantry. Oh, it is so Joe. Well, boys, we have actually managed to get ourselves some nice trench infantry units, which means now we've got the best units in the world. We're also queuing up sea lane strategies for the scout cruisers and then dreadnoughts. So then we're going to have the best navies in the world as well, followed up by automatic machine guns, so we can just stomp everybody and be undefeated, basically. We're also devastating a lot the areas around Qing, which means that a lot of their population is unfortunately dying. It is very, very sad indeed. Hundreds of thousands of pops are just being lost right now. Okay, we have unforced on Qing. What is this game? Why do they still have bro? I hate this game. I really hate this game. I had a war goal to get this. They enforced their they capitulated and they didn't give me that. That is not cool, bro. That is actually not cool. Now I have to wait until the truce is over to attack them again to get Joseon from them. I don't get this game sometimes. I don't know how that's possible for them to peace out without giving me Joseon. How? Well, whatever the case, I'm gonna give the former Aceh lands to Johor. That way Johor is also gonna become an unrecognized regional power, hopefully, because they're gonna get 2-point-something million GDP, which is not bad. Also want to get some treaty with the British going. 72% chance, and we're gonna get some trade privileges with them. I think that's worth it. You know, it's been such an emotional roller coaster, my alliances. Like, I've had rivalries and then alliances with the British, same with the Russians and everybody else around. I don't even know what the hell is happening anymore. We also got the electrical generation technology unlocked. This is pretty good. I'm gonna queue up a lot more of these production methods here, because right now I'm struggling with population. It's difficult to hear, I know, but we only have 70,000 people left to employ, so we're gonna have to use production methods to free up population and use the pops in other buildings. I've got quite a few production methods I can change to, but the main issue is going to be coal. So tools, not an issue. We have a lot of tools, but coal is an issue. So I'm going to have to rely on coal from my dominions and so on, which means we're going to have to start building in Tonkin, for example. It's got 32 that we could build in. I think we've got a lot more in Madagascar as well. We can build up quite a few here. Hey, look at that. Standard of living, we're right after Lanfang and Uruguay. Out of all nations, Uruguay. Okay, I need to know why. Seriously, why does Uruguay have 20 standard of living? They're not even producing anything massive. They're not... I cannot explain this. I genuinely cannot. Sometimes this game is really an enigma for me. Oh, we got scout cruisers. Yay. Okay, we need radios though. So apparently we need one radio per scout cruiser. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit because we don't have radio technology just yet. We don't even have it queued up yet. Ooh, okay. In that case, change of plans. We're canceling all of our production queue. We're doing telephones, radios first, and then dreadnoughts, because I am pretty sure dreadnoughts is also gonna require radio. There you go, 2 radio input per dreadnought. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a big priority then. And then we can do these 2 military techs, and then the rest is just going to be electrifying our industry in essence. Oh wow, the French are attacking me and they want to get Madagascar. Oh brother, France, how do I put this in kind words? You're gonna get schnapple duped, because I'm calling in my British bros, I'm calling in my Spanish allies, and I'm calling in the Germanias. Why am I calling the Germanias? Because I know for a fact they want to take some shit from you. Oh my god. Should I transfer French Senegal to the Germans? I'm gonna do that. I don't need to do it. I'm just doing it because I want to be a little bit of a troll here. That's actually ridiculous. Oh my god, this is the world's first war. Holy shit, we have World War I before EU5. Seriously, we got World War I and Vicky 3 before EU5. Can someone explain how that's happening, please? Check it out. 3,600 battalions on our side, out of which 619 are already mobilized, and 1,000 ships on our side compared to the 200 ships on the French side. Yeah, we're definitely winning this. Wait, the US has Uruguay as a puppet. That's not cool, US. I'm gonna ask you to give me Uruguay. I don't need it, but I want it now. And I also want a treaty. What kind of a treaty? Money treaty. How much money can we take from them? We can take roughly around 15,000. That's fine. That's actually fine. 15,000 a week is better than nothing. This actually is a little bit exciting, to be honest with you. I'm gonna send some of my units to fight in North America just because I want to devastate North America with my Japanese EOs. And the second army, we're gonna do a naval invasion in Uruguay, our future subject. perfect. I'm totally not getting this because they have 19.5 standard of living and I want to bring it down so they don't compete with my standard of living, you know what I mean? Not doing it because of that. Totally not. Rajputana front. What? Oh my god, what the hell? What is this? Sind? Oh, don't tell me Sind is a subject to the front. It is. When do they even get Sind as a subject, man? Actually curious to see how many ships the Americans have. 67. Okay, so they shouldn't be able to challenge us then. Oh my god, the British are invading from Canada. It's over, US. They literally have the high ground. Okay, let's also do a nice naval invasion into their capital of Colombia here. Oh, damn. The Germans are really doing most of the heavy lifting, aren't they? How big is their army? They got 600 battalions. I literally just hit my hand. I'm kind of shocked, though. 600 battalions. I need to increase my army size, don't I? We do have the same population, though. 61 mil against 63 mil. And the Austrians capitulated. Okay, so we basically won the war. Uh-oh. Japanese naval invasion successful. Oh, no. Ormsby Web. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Japan come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. We capitulated them. Wait, what? We capitulated them. Doesn't mean I got Uruguay? If I didn't get Uruguay, then I... What is this? The second time. How does this shit work? I'm genuinely thinking to stop playing. Like, this actually pisses me off now. I literally just... I just wanted a freaking state. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, we just got radios. It is so Jover. I cannot even express it. Let's go ahead and build up our electric industries because we haven't built any yet. And where do we still have some population? I think we might be able to free up some people in Kansai. Let's get 30 of these in Kansai for now. So we're going to have to queue up some electrical power plants as well, because I forgot to queue these up. I'm gonna do 15 just so we can start actually electrifying the entirety of the country, and that means we're gonna need more construction sectors now. So let's go ahead and build up some more in Chugoku. Max out the ones in Chugoku, I guess. And did we win? We did. What did we win? Fuck all. That's what we won. We got nothing. Not even freaking French Senegal. I don't know what happened. We got humiliation against the French and that's it. I don't know what's happening. Is the game bugged? No clue. Am I a little bit upset about it? Yes. Hey, you know what? At least we can start changing our production methods for the tooling workshops now. So we can do this and machine tools. Boom. That should massively increase our need of rubber. Oh my god. 5,000 demand for coal. Brother, what? I'm gonna do some low subventions for import, so maybe we can get some of this from importing it. Yeah, there you go. 1.5 thousand we're importing right now for just 6,000 ducats. That's really worth it in my opinion. We're gonna do the same with glass, I guess. There is a pretty significant shortage of coal on the world market too. Engines and glass as well, so maybe that's exactly what we should be spamming up next. The Dutch made the ultimate mistake. They actually joined on the side of the New Zealand. Oh boy, this is a very, very big mistake on their side, because now I'm going to be liberating the Dutch East Indies. Yep, that's right. That's going to be a free nation. And I'm even going to take Tidor from them. Why the hell not? Tidor looks cool. Maybe even liberate some nations here. Kaliman, which we can turn into a puppet or give to Brunei afterwards too. And I believe that's it. We don't have any more maneuvers. We got 28 maneuvers actually. So we could do an enforced treaty. Money. New Zealand back down. I was getting ready for the biggest war of my generation here. And the freaking New Zealanders back down. Brother, are you actually serious right now? Now if I attack them, I know what's going to happen. Oh, someone else is going to help the Dutch, isn't it? Oh, it's over, boys. We got cars. We have just discovered automobiles. I'm gonna get 50 of them. Like, just flat out give me 50 from the second I unlock this technology, because automobiles is how you get insane amounts of money in this game. That means I'm also gonna need a lot of rubber plantations, so I'm just gonna spam all the rubber plantations imaginable. Wherever I can get them, I'll freaking build them in, because we need all the rubber in the world. Next big war is against Qing. We're gonna be taking over Joseon for ourselves finally, and we're also going to be liberating Manchuria, Taiwan, as well as Mongolia, and we're opening the market. Now, I'm not sure which one of these to make a secondary primary in case they back down. I would love to see them open up the market, but at the same time, I would love to see them give Manchuria up. I think I'm going to make Manchuria second primary, because that way, in case they do back down, at least I can make Manchuria a tributary, or better yet, a subject after the truce is over with them after. But hey, we're lucky because they do intend on fighting us. They want to liberate Brunei Brunei, Johor, Maguindanao, Burma. Wow, they really have a lot of plans, huh? Too bad none of their plans are gonna work now. Let's also use our army to navally invade our war goals and their capital after. Okay, this was extremely easy getting our foothold here. We got the capital of Beijing too, so we pretty much won the war now. We also can start upgrading our units to siege artillery because we have a production of radio inputs, and more importantly, we're gonna station our fleets back in harbor so we can upgrade them over to scout cruisers too, as well as we can start actually recruiting dreadnoughts. But I'm gonna do a secondary fleet, which is gonna be a mixture of light ships and capital ships. This fleet I'm gonna keep as an all-purpose sort of fleet, whilst the secondary is gonna be the actual fleet to fight enemy fleets, and the third one too, because we're gonna need at least 3 fleets against the British, for example. And there you go. Also, we have won the war against the Qing, so we got Great Mongolian State as an independent nation, we've got Manchuria as an independent nation, and we've got Formosa, or whatever this is called, Yuan Zumin, as an independent nation too. Struggling but independent, that's what really matters. Oh come on. Oh, come on. Is this a bug? That was my main war goal. Someone explained to me why my main war goal did not get enforced. Is this a bug? I've not seen this before this patch. Is this something new? What is happening? What is happening? Man, I hate making this decision next because there's 2 companies I like to establish and I only have 1 slot right now. First off, Kinkozan Sobe was really good. We get a unique prestige good and we get infamy decay plus 10% as well as influence and leverage. This is huge. I cannot express how huge this company is here. Now, that being said, I also want to go for Mitsubishi because it has automobile industry throughput plus 10%. It's got a prestige good, washi paper, and it affects really some of the best industries. So Mitsubishi has the potential to be insanely overpowered. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some charters. I really want to give them charters for the motor industries. That means I'm going to have to go to the other companies and remove perhaps some of the charters I gave them. Maybe iron mines from this particular company. It's going to bring it down a little bit, but it's fine. They still make 380,000 profit. This one's up to almost 500,000. So it's not the end of the world. Plus, giving for these guys motor industries really helps later in the campaign. I also want to give them investment rights and trade rights, so let's see, I might be able to get a hold of some more charters perhaps. That would be nice. Oh, and we can progress by 1 phase the single party state because hey, we're also playing Japan, right? So we pretty much want to have a single party just like Japan does. Well boys, it took literally 12 more years, but we now have managed to pass corporate state, and we also got multiculturalism and single party state, which means that we are officially the Japanese Empire, corporate Japanese Empire, that is, with the historical flag. We also went up to 108 million population now, out of which 82 million are Japanese, and we're getting about 15,000 converted a month, 973,000. So we quite literally have companies that are worth £1 million, I guess you could say. We also directly control the lands in Joseon. We decided to use our claims because it was actually cheaper than just puppeting them and transferring the puppet. I just didn't want to risk again not getting the puppet and the war deal. So yeah, it is what it is. Now it's a direct owned, and we're gonna keep that as the only other area that is directly owned aside from Japan, of course. I like how when you go full corporate, you also get the Hearts of Iron Japanese map color. I've also incorporated quite a lot of my puppets, and I gave those states to other puppets, so that way we only have a few slightly bigger nations. However, they're still not unrecognized major powers. So yeah, it's I try, okay? I really tried. One thing that absolutely sucked in this run is the amount of mandate that we gained. We didn't get much mandate. I should have made my power block earlier, and I really should have gone for South America, which has a lot of minor powers. I didn't go for any South American nation. Should have gone for maybe Africa a little bit earlier too. We do have prettier borders though, so there's that, and we managed to get Tidor. We just need to get Java and Jambi. After we liberated Southeast Asia from the Dutch, all of this area just became independent nations. So I don't know if that's scripted, because that's probably the first time I ever did that, to be honest with you. Next plan now is to grab the Philippines from our former friends of Spain. Spain, and we're gonna grab the coastline here of Qing, as well as the few nations that we liberated in the previous war. We should be able to attack because now the truce is over, so that's gonna be the next target there. Technologically speaking, we're doing pretty good. We've got most of the technologies done. We also have siege artillery as well as squad infantry. We're gonna be getting mechanized infantry any moment, so technically we are the most advanced nation militarily as well. I know I could have done a little bit better with my GDP. I'm very aware of that, but truth be told, I like half-assed this run after 1906, 1907 because I got really pissed with all the stupid bugs, and I'm gonna switch as of today to 1.9.8 open beta patch because I feel like a lot of those bugs are already fixed in that particular patch, so it's better to just switch on over to that patch, I guess. Now that being said, if we go on very high taxes, we have 5.2 million. If we add consumption tax, we'll go up to almost 9 million. Automobiles alone gives 300,000 in consumption tax, but truth is I should have about 10,000 construction at least at this point in the campaign. I just didn't want to build outside of the main Japanese islands construction sectors. I forgot also about Hokkaido, and I just started now building in the Joseon areas, but we'll get more I guess after we get the arc welding technology that allows us to change a production method for construction again. Also, I have to say I love how with this particular corporate single party state Japan, you get this coat. I've never seen anyone get this coat before, so this is a corporate coat for your leader. That's honestly really cool in my opinion. So it's President Yamato Meiji, not Emperor anymore. I'm gonna finish it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this run with Japan. We're gonna maybe start a new Japanese run when the next patch is finalized, because there have been quite a few changes as well in that patch. Love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.